your feet stink and you need to take a shower.
Pause. Brian looks good every day. Let's not even go there.
But I'm still ratchet royalty, okay?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all you beautiful people out there in the world, and welcome back to Royal Gang. Okay, first off, again, y'all are over exceeding, and I live that y'all live for me. Okay, so for the newcomers, welcome to the Royal Gang. Hope you're here for good, and for those who have been here and still supporting, I really don't know what to say. I really don't. Like, I really just want to say I appreciate it. I love that y'all are still coming back. I look at my my log and all of the data that, you know, YouTube gives you from your videos, and a lot of people are from different places all over the country, and it's good that y'all really interacting with me and fucking with me, subscribing, commenting, whatever. But I really appreciate it. So as y'all know, and if you don't, now you know, every time I post a new video, I always shout out the first comment on my previous video. So I always also wait until 100 views on the previous video, and y'all got my video to over 100 views in 24 hours again. Like, again, for like at least the third time in a row, third or fourth. So at this point, it's like I'm getting back to my normal schedule. Y'all making me do it every week at this point, which is good, because I said I wanted to get back on my schedule, and I used to do it every Sunday. I always release new content every Sunday, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I get 100 views on each video. So I was like, if I get 100 views, then I'll make a new video. But I might make a new video until I get 100 views, and y'all been holding me to it, I'm not gonna lie. So as of now, last time I checked, I had like 175, and the video hasn't even been out a full week yet. So I was like, y'all really doing y'all big ones, no shade. Y'all doing y'all big ones, and I appreciate it. But yes, so every video I comment, or every video, I always shout out the person who commented first on the prior video. This one goes to Sarah Adams 2476. Okay, shout out to Sarah Adams 2476 for her comment, which is very true. Okay, I do need more love on YouTube, but I appreciate that you love the team. I appreciate you always supporting Sarah. I actually went to high school with Sarah. She's dope, she's cool. Shout out to you, Sarah. I don't know if she has any content on her channel, but if not, check her out. So I appreciate you. Thanks, Sarah. Your special shout out, girl. Nevertheless, we are here today because I am trying something new, y'all. I'm trying something new, as y'all see. I'm trying something new, darling. Let me take this off, it's hot. So I'm trying something new. Take my Levi off. And what I'm trying to, ooh, she a little tight. Wait a second, blood circulation. But what I'm trying to do, let's see how long this takes me while I talk. But I'm trying to do something new because I was doing the Omegle Chronicles, y'all, and then Omegle like disappeared. Like they just got rid of it. So I was like, damn. So the next thing I want to do, I want to start doing social experiments. Like I feel like social experiments are so interesting to me, especially, you know, me being a person who studies psychology, graduated with a degree in it. It's like, I'm always interested in how people think and seeing how people like operate in certain spaces. So for me, we're gonna do social experiments, and I was like, this is a good way to start. Like get there and get a, oh, body looks, but nevertheless, this is a good way to get the foot in. So I was like, let's start here. So I decided to do a little, you know, social experiment, but like at work. I don't feel like we do enough social experiments at work. We go out into society, but we never do them at work. At least I don't see many at work. So I was like, you know what? Why not? So this one, I guess what's the episode, first episode / trial. We are going to go to my job and talk to my coworkers. And what I did with this is basically ask them, was there anything that they wanted to get off their chest to their ex, or anything that was left unsaid, or a secret that they kept that they still like are holding on to, that they just like, all right, I'm ready to release this, something. And it's not like having any regrets, because with me it's like, yeah, we always have like everything said when we leave, and like we can close the book, close the chapter, done. It's like, cool, we're good. But there's still those little tiny things where it's like, well, I could have said this too, I could say this, but I'm like, I'm not pressed about it, I don't have to. So that's how I feel. So yeah, I'll let y'all enjoy. So what is one thing you want to tell your ex or get off your chest that you never said?
One thing, let's see. Your feet stink and you need to take a shower. I don't know why your feet stink the way they stink, but they stink and they stink so goddamn much. Get that, fix that shit.
I think what I would like to say to my ex would be thank you for being there for me during my tough times, as I was there for him as well. I think being with him for about 4 years was probably the best time of my life. But we just both decided that we needed to work in different aspects of our lives, and we decided to break apart.
First, I hope you're doing okay. I would want to say though that I think now, as I thought about everything as a whole, and I've gotten to see the thing clearly, I would say that I'm sorry for being selfish, because I knew in the moment that we met that we were not good for each other, and I still pursued it, and a lot of people got hurt. So I never told him that I was sorry. I never told you that I was sorry, but that's what I would say for that.
Positive or negative?
I would tell my ex, thank you for the experience that we had, for being a part of my youth and being a part of my journey in figuring out how to love myself and how to love other people. And just thank you for being a part of the experience of me in this life, being able to feel what genuine love really feels like. And knowing that even if you did have genuine love with someone, it happened at the time that it needed to happen at, and it was good while it lasted. But I can still be okay after that and find love elsewhere.
Yeah, I feel like it was such a abusive sort of relationship. So I just want to ask, like, had you known that you were this person all along, and even if you have a solid answer of like, yeah, I am this person, this is my actions, knowing who I was at the time, like, why would you string me along? Especially when I gave you multiple chances to leave. I gave you so many to leave. I brought up like, hey, I think you need to be in an open relationship, like, and if that's what you need, like, we can end it. And you looked me in the eyes and you said no, and you strung me along, and I don't understand how someone can do that to someone else. Like, I can't fathom it. And so I want to know, like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, especially because I was so innocent at the time, and I was really good-hearted, and I still am a good person with a good heart, but what the fuck? Like,
honestly, y'all, I did not know my coworkers would be that sentimental. Like, I thought they was gonna say some harsh shit. They was gonna be like, da 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 da. Mind you, I work in sexual health and public health. So I was just like, oh, they're probably gonna be like really talk their shit. And like, they were mostly all like real sentimental. But I was like, that's also the value of that as well. Because not all the time everything has to be negative. Not everything has to be like, oh, this motherfucker did da 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 da. So yeah, some things were like really like, oh wow, that's really sweet. But nevertheless, yours truly has to throw mine out there. So in my lifetime, y'all, I've only had real relationships. Let's count. I don't know if I count. I saw this post that said if I had dated you before the age of 25, I was young. We were young, so it don't count. And it was like, girl, if that's the case, girl, I've been single my whole life, no shame. But real relationships, like not just dating or dealing with somebody, like an actual relationship, like we're together. This is my man. One, for sure. I don't know if I could count that. I had a relationship when I was like 13, but like we were children. That was like the first boyfriend I ever had. Like he bought me a bear for my birthday and everything. He was cute, and like we like kissed, and we was in middle school, child. We would kiss and everybody be like, ah, child, you know, back then. But I don't know if I count that. Honestly, we were so young. And then the one after that, it was a whole sham. Like, this motherfucker walked all over me. He was 2 years older than me. I was a freshman in high school. He was a junior. It was just a hot ass mess. So I don't know if I count that. And then after that, it was like a friend of a friend's, but we were also young, but I was really in love with him. So I can honestly, I'm going to count that for the sole purpose of how I felt. I have to go with how I felt with these individuals. The first one, when I was 13, child, Pisces, it was like, girl, I was young. I didn't know what love really was. It's the first person I really dealt with. Second person, that was lust. It was the fact that like he was attractive, he was older, it gave like, ooh, yes. I couldn't say I was in love with that man. Third, for sure, definitely was really like in love with that boy. And then that one, yeah, that was my longest relationship. It was on and off for about 4 years. So yeah, I'm gonna count 2. I've been in 2 relationships. If I count them, 2 real relationships in my entire life. Boom. Now, getting back to the core subject. The things I would say, so for the first one, I think we got everything out and clear. Like, there's nothing else that needs to be said. There's times where I like see him on Instagram and I'll be like, oh, like I hope he's doing okay. We were really cool friends, but it was a lot of like stuff that happened and drama that happened like with our whole situation. But honestly, I would just say like, I wish you the best and I hope you're doing really well. Like, I really do. And I see your vision for what you're trying to do. And I love that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing new shit and still hustling, still on your grind. And from what I saw, you are currently in a relationship and you look happy. So kudos to you and him. Work. Or them. Work. Now for the other person, let me eat my grapes. They're here for a reason. Okay. So first, I would just say, I genuinely cannot thank you enough for being a part of my growth as an adult, a part of my healing, and just a part of my life. I think it was very crucial for me to meet you when I met you. And mind you, I met this man when I was 19. Yes, he was older, but now I am on the brink of 27. And we still keep little contact, but it's like, I honestly don't know if I really would know what love truly was if I had not met this man. And he definitely opened my heart up to that. He showed me that someone can be there with you or for you, no questions asked, and unconditionally as well. And that's something that I can never take for granted, and something that I will never diminish myself for. Like, I will never settle for anything less than at least what he showed me I can have, especially at a young age. So now where I'm at in my life, if that was to come into my life with everything that I feel like I deserve, or no, not I feel like, I know I deserve, then I'll be good. But right now, I'm on the single mission, living my life, having fun, taking charge. Big boy. But yeah, all in all, I just hope they're both okay and living their life. Very much so, Pray For You by Jhené Aiko. If you know that song, you know that song. Very much so, like, I I pray you find your confidence. Pray you get everything that you want. Pray you get everything that I could not give to you. Okay? Cool. But overall, that's pretty much it. And I want to keep doing this social experiment, y'all, with other individuals. Like, I want to go into society and do it. So that's what I'm going to do next. But stay tuned for what I have in store for the rest of the year. I'm plotting on some things, gonna have some guests. So stay tuned, I have a lot of ideas. Hopefully y'all watch and subscribe and share. But nevertheless, kept this one kind of short, I hope. But yeah, got to the point. Always remember, if your crown ever falls, pick it up and learn that lesson. Peace, love, and blessings. This is Royalty Rye, and he says goodbye. Gracious sitting here and eat them. Oh shit.